They tried to break you, but something unforeseen occurred. This message is not for everyone. It is sacred and personal. It is the answer to the silence you have been enduring, the confirmation of the questions you were too afraid to voice. You believed your struggles were unseen, that your pain was invisible, but I have been observing you all along. Now, I urge you to pause everything you are doing because this is meant for you alone. Do not skip this. Do not scroll past it. Do not silence your spirit. I, the Lord your God, am speaking, and what I have to say will challenge everything you thought you understood. They attempted to dismantle you, and yes, I said Ida, you were not mistaken. Your heart did not deceive you. The pain was real, deep, and sharp. They looked you in the eyes and chose to harm you. They twisted your name and mocked your kindness. They recognized your purity but misinterpreted it as weakness. They mistook your silence for a lack of strength and your forgiveness as a sign of victory over you. But they had no idea who was standing behind you. I was 3 in the room when they conspired against you, when they laughed at your misfortunes, when they prayed for your downfall. Some even dared to invoke my name while plotting your ruin, but they did not know me. They did not embody my spirit. They merely wore a facade of righteousness. I, the Lord, do not tolerate mockery. They tried to destroy you, but something unexpected happened to them, something irreversible. While they were scheming your collapse, they inadvertently triggered their own downfall. As they dug a pit for your demise, they stumbled and fell into it themselves. What they set in motion against you turned back on them, not because you fought back or cursed them, but because I heard the sound of your tears louder than their chants. I saw your heart tremble in secret, and I declared, enough. You did not need to fight. You did not need revenge or to defend yourself. I took it personally. I heard them say you would never succeed. I heard them claim you were a fraud. I heard them say no one would love you again, that you would lose everything, and I laughed. Yes, I laughed, for they thought they could cancel what I have called. They believed they could halt what I have anointed. But I am not a man that I should lie. I do not initiate what I will not complete. I began something in you as something eternal. You survived. What they never saw was how close you came to breaking. They do not know about the nights you wished to disappear, the countless prayers you offered to feel nothing, or the conversations you had with me in the dark. But I know, and that is why I had to act. Something significant happened. You need to recognize this. Their plans backfired. Those who lied about you are now being exposed by the very lies they spun. Those who pretended to care are now revealed in the light of truth. Some are losing what they once wielded against you. Some are witnessing their relationships crumble. Some are haunted by their own words. This is not cruelty. This is justice. But understand this. I did not act merely for punishment. I did it to protect you. They were never going to stop. They would not allow you to live in peace or celebrate your growth. You kept striving for peace, forgiveness, and progress, but they returned with new weapons, rumors, and traps. And I said, no more. I am not exposing them to shame them. I am exposing them to free you. I am opening your eyes so you can finally stop blaming yourself, stop wondering what you did wrong. You did not deserve the pain. You were never the problem. You were simply the threat they feared. They saw your light and despised their own shadows. They recognized your favor and could not comprehend why it was not theirs. They saw your heart and were reminded of how dark theirs had become. Soon, you will see it too. Very soon, something will happen, a message, a conversation, a memento that confirms everything I have said. When it does, do not let your heart harden. Do not allow bitterness to take root. Remember this moment, remember what I told you, and remember who fought for you. While they were trying to destroy you, I was preparing to bless you. I was building something behind the scenes, gathering the right people, opening new doors. Your reward is coming, not because you are perfect or never doubted, but because you remain faithful in the fire. You stayed kind when you could have turned cold. You stayed loyal when you could have walked away. You stayed humble when you could have screamed your innocence. I will honor you. I will vindicate you. I will elevate you in front of those who tried to bury you. I will place you in rooms where your name was once ridiculed. I will grant you joy in the very areas where you once wept, and I will do it in such a way that no one and not even you can take credit. Do not fear the exposure. Do not fear what is about to be revealed. It is not to break you, it is to break the curse. You are under attack because of what you carry. You are not ordinary, you are not just another voice. You are a vessel of legacy, light, and truth. The enemy knew that if you ever realized your worth, he would lose his grip forever. That is why they came for you, and not because you were weak, but because you are a threat to darkness. Now, listen closely. You must guard your heart when the news arrives, when the apologies come, when the tears flow from those who tried to harm you. Remember, you are free now. You are not bound to their pain, nor are you responsible for their downfall. You are responsible for your healing. Walk in peace. Do not return to the battlefield, I have already cleared it. Forgiveness does not mean access. You can bless them from a distance, you can release them without welcoming them back into the space they tried to poison. This is your new beginning. Your freedom is not loud, it is holy, quiet, and sacred. This is why the warfare was so intense, why you felt attacked from every angle. What you are about to step into will be greater than what you lost. I am restoring relationships, the real ones. I am sending favor that finds you without striving. I am healing places in you that you forgot still hurt. I will show you why it had to happen this way. They tried to destroy you, but something terrible happened to their plan. It failed, and now something holy is happening to you. You are rising, and no one can stop it, and not even you. Do not try to skip this, do not ignore the tug in your heart. I am here, I have always been here, and I am not finished with you. The best chapter has not even begun yet. You survived, and now you shall live fully, freely, and unapologetically. I, the Lord your God, have spoken. My beloved child, listen to me closely. I have waited for this moment to release this message into your life because the appointed hour has come. This is not something to pass by or delay. You are being drawn into a divine confrontation that has already begun, and the words I speak to you now will separate you from danger and move you into your divine assignment. Do not skip, do not ignore. This is me, your God, stepping into the battlefield you did not know you were already in. They tried to destroy you in secret, in whispers, in midnight meetings, and in mocking smiles. They moved like shadows cloaked in kindness but soaked in poison. Yet, you loved, trusted, and extended your hands to those who were sharpening knives behind their backs. You tried to be light in a world hosting darkness, and they knew your heart was pure. That is why they tried to destroy it. But something terrible happened, something they never anticipated, something they could not undo, sealed by heaven the moment they moved against you. The moment they attempted to destroy you, they triggered my intervention. Heaven went silent for a moment when they struck. Angels stood still, and I, your Father, your defender, leaned forward on my throne and marked that hour with judgment. You did not see it, you only witnessed the betrayal, the loss, the confusion. You saw smiling faces disappear, doors close, love grow cold, and pain amplify. You asked why you cried alone, thinking I had forgotten. But I had not. I was writing, documenting every word they spoke in the dark, every message sent in secret, every agreement made when they thought you would not survive. They were so confident they could ruin you, laughing at how quickly they believed they could break you. But what they did not understand is that you were never built by them, so they had no power to break what I created. I need you to understand what happened. Sit in this moment and open your spirit, because I am about to reveal why everything shifted. While they plotted your destruction, I activated a reversal. They set traps, and I made the ground beneath their feet collapse. One by one, I began to uncover their hidden places, exposing the rot they tried to bury. They never expected it. A woman who carried your secrets twisted them into weapons. A man you honored used your loyalty as leverage. A friend you trusted sat among your enemies, allowing them to plan your erasure. But I intercepted their assignments. I confused their communication. I turned their words into swords that pierced their own hands, and I sealed it under my authority, declaring, "This child is untouchable from this day forward." Do not skip this. Do not let the enemy convince you this is just a message. This is your spiritual evidence. You were not imagining the weight, you were not crazy for sensing the betrayal. That tension in your chest was me waking you up before they could finish what they started. But they failed, and now they are panicking. One of them lost something deeply valuable because of what they did to you. It was not coincidence. I removed it. I shut it down. I allowed a divine interruption. I am still God, and I will not allow my children to be offered as sacrifices for the egos of the wicked. Yes, they thought they had power, but I stripped them in silence. I took away the illusion of control they used to manipulate your path, and now I am making all things new. Even as you read this, things are shifting. People are watching you, and they do not understand how you are still standing. But I do. I am the one holding you up. They whispered that you would lose your mind. They planned for you to quit, to disappear, to fall so hard you would never rise again. But you rose, and you are still rising because the Spirit of the living God is lifting you above the reach. You were never ordinary. That is why you attracted such extraordinary opposition. Now, I am rewarding you publicly for every private tire. Surprises are on their way to you that will silence every tongue that mocked you. Doors are about to swing open that were nailed shut by those who despised you. But I am God, and when I open a door, no one and not even those closest to you can close it. Now, let me be clear, stop grieving those I have removed. Stop mourning what I interrupted. I did not allow that disconnection to punish you, I allowed it to preserve you. You were trying to build a future with people who would have destroyed your foundation. You were trying to love what was sent to test you. But I removed them, and yes, it hurt. But if I had not stepped in, it would have destroyed everything. I gave you signs. I gave you dreams. I stirred your spirit in the middle of the night, but still, you remained. You believed, and I honored your heart. But now I require your focus. You are stepping into a season that demands separation. The next elevation comes with a cost of one that includes being misunderstood by those you would have sacrificed for. But let me handle them. Do not chase explanations, do not beg for understanding. Just obey. I am lifting you, and those who try to bury you will watch from the ground as I place your feet in high places. They will know it was me. They will know they were warned. They will feel the weight of what they attempted to do, but it will not reach you because I have shielded you. I have placed fire around your name, angels around your dwelling, and peace over your heart. Something terrible happened, but it was not to you. It was to every spirit that tried to curse you and failed. It was to every lie spoken over you that backfired. It was to every plan launched against you that collapsed in my presence. You are protected, chosen, my child, and I have the final word. So walk now, not with fear but with fire. Walk like someone who has seen what the enemy tried to do but survived anyway. Walk with the awareness that heaven has released orders in your name. You are not average, you are anointed, and you are about to witness the glory of God manifest in a way that will make every silent season worth it. Type Amen to receive this breakthrough. Type 333 if you know this message was sealed with divine fire. If you wish to support this message, you can do so with a super thanks contribution of up to $20. It is optional but deeply appreciated. Type Amen to confirm your blessing. You are not reading this by accident. Archangel Michael stood watch while this message was released. He was present when the plan was exposed, and he is still watching. He will stand between you and every weapon meant to harm you. Type Amen. Type Amen again, and do not look back. Something terrible happened, but God is greater. This is your resurrection, your reward, your revenge divinely executed. You kept asking, why did they do this? You replayed their faces, their voices, their betrayal. You questioned yourself, you even blamed yourself. But hear me clearly, it was never your fault. The moment you stepped onto your light, the darkness in them began to choke. You were not the problem, you were the exposure. Your spirit agitated their demons. Your peace disturbed their chaos. Your growth reminded them of everything they refused to become, so they attacked, plotted, and twisted the truth. But the very hands that tried to tear you down are now trembling in fear because of what happened next. Do you want to know the moment it all changed? It was not when you found out, it was not when they walked away, it was not when you cried. It was when you chose not to retaliate. That moment when you were silent, when you let go instead of seeking revenge, that was when heaven stood up for you. That was when I dispatched angels to step into the battle. That was when your name was spoken in places your feet have not yet touched. I honor restraint. I honor obedience. I honor those who allow me to fight for them. Now, I am fighting. The pain you endured has not gone unnoticed. Every scar, every sigh, every secret prayer, I was there. I counted the nights you felt abandoned. I measured the weight they placed on your shoulders, and I made you stronger, even when you did not feel it. I was building your endurance in the midst of exhaustion. I made you a warrior in a war you did not know you were in. Now it is time for you to reclaim what the enemy tried to steal. They laughed when you lost. They mocked when you stumbled. They celebrated your delay. But what they did not realize is that delay is not denial, it is divine setup. I was repositioning the battlefield. I was shifting the terrain. I was pulling you away from what would poison your promise. You thought it was a season of stillness, but it was a season of strategy. Now, the release is here suddenly, rapidly, irreversibly. I have prepared a table for you in the presence of your enemies, and now it is time to feast. But not everyone can join you. There are some people you will need to leave behind, no matter how long you have known them. Not because you hate them, but because they cannot carry the next assignment. Their motives are impure, their hearts are divided. I will not allow divided hearts near your elevation. Trust me, I see what you cannot. There is someone reading this who still thinks they need the approval of the person who betrayed them. Stop. That voice is not from me. I did not create you to shrink, I created you to shine. That is why they attacked, and not because you were weak, but because your strength exposed their insecurities. Your glow revealed their shadows. Your honesty highlighted their deception, and that is why they whispered lies about you. But even now, I am redeeming your name. Even now, I am shifting the narrative. In the coming days, those who ignored your worth will be forced to watch others honor it. I am placing you in rooms you did not apply for. I am opening doors you did not knock on. I am releasing answers to prayers you forgot you prayed, because I do not forget. I have seen your sacrifice, and now you will see my supply. They tried to destroy you, but look around, you are still here, breathing, reading this. That means it did not work. It means my plan overruled theirs. It means the worst has passed, and the best is being birthed. Yes, it will come with new challenges, but now you are ready. Now you are equipped. Now you carry wisdom forged in fire, and nothing, listen to me, nothing they do from this point forward will prosper. Some of them are still trying. They are scrambling, throwing darts in the dark. But what they do not know is that I have reversed the curse. What they meant for evil, I have already turned for good. Their accusations will become your elevation. Their betrayal will become your breakthrough. Their curses will become your confirmation. When I mark someone as chosen, I do not take that label back, and you are chosen. This next season will make sense of the silence. It will make sense of the pain. It will redeem the waiting. You are not behind, you are not late, you are not forgotten. You are on divine schedule. I have been arranging everything behind the veil. I have been preparing people, platforms, and promises for your arrival, and now it is time. But hear me, you must be willing to release the weight. You cannot walk into what is next while still carrying the chains of what was. Forgive ye not for them, but for your freedom. Let go, and not because they deserve peace, but because you deserve power. Power cannot flow through hearts bound in bitterness. You are too anointed to stay offended. You are too chosen to remain stuck. So I declare over your life, your enemies have failed. Their plans have collapsed. Their control has been cut off. I have stepped in. I have turned the page. I have written a new story, and it does not end in destruction, it begins with dominion. Do not try to skip these, and not now. You have come too far. The breakthrough is close. You are seconds away from the shift. Type Amen if you feel the atmosphere moving. Type 333 if you know this message was sealed with divine fire.